Out of the dozen congressional districts I cover here in the Washington Bureau, only one of them has a declared opponent so far. That's the race for New York's 23rd congressional district. So I went to the Republican and Democratic campaign committees to find out why exactly that is. Just 5 months after Republican Congressman Tom Reed was reelected, Tompkins County legislator Martha Robertson, a Democrat, threw her hat into the 2014 race. Why that race so early?
Congressman Reed is clearly vulnerable. He narrowly won his election in 2012, and his priorities haven't gotten any better.
Jesse Ferguson is Deputy Executive Director at the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. He tells me the race for New York 23 is one of 52 House races across the country where he thinks Democrats have a shot at beating an incumbent Republican.
We have a candidate, somebody with a record of delivering for the district, somebody whose focus is very local, who's known, and who voters can trust is going to look out for them.
Ferguson doesn't think moderate Republicans and independents, who he says will be key in 2014, are buying what Reed is selling.
They don't believe that his priorities reflect the values of the district, and that makes him vulnerable.
But ask the National Republican Congressional Committee, and you get the total opposite response.
He's somebody that is not afraid to vote with his district if that means bucking his party at times. Congressman Reed is an independent voice that represents that district well.
NRCC Regional Press Secretary Ian Pryor tells me the GOP is confident in Reed and that Robertson is the one who doesn't fit the district.
Martha Robertson is somebody who represents that far left wing of the Democratic Party.
So is Reed's seat really in jeopardy? The independent, nonpartisan Cook Political Report is currently rating 71 competitive House races as likely Democratic, leans Democratic, Democratic toss-up, Republican toss-up, leans Republican, and likely Republican. New York 23 is in the leans Republican column. But in the world of politics, things can change in an instant.
We don't take any race for granted, and we're going to provide Congressman Reed with all the help that he needs.
We've only just gotten a taste of how this race will progress over the next year. While the outcome is still unknown, one thing's for certain. These candidates have a lot of support from the bigwigs in Washington. Ted Fioraliso, WENY News.